you've got this database it's not this big fat database of people that are cold. It seems to be a database that you nurture well. You've got calls going in every quarter.
100%. So 9 points of contact per year. So I have 4 quarter market reviews that are sent out, 4 calls that are called my database, and on the 9th touch, so 9 touches. So on the 9th touch, I deliver a box of chocolates to my whole database.
Okay, so it's 4 phone calls, 4 quarterly reports, and you have chocolates delivered by your office to them. Is it like a Christmas thing? Is it, or is it?
Yeah, December 1 to December 2, I get 3,000 boxes of chocolates hand delivered.
Okay, so here's a classic person that is actually investing their own money into their database. And I'm just doing the numbers. I mean, the calls, you're outsourcing the calls, so they're costing you money. You're outsourcing the magazine, that's costing you money. The chocolates, I'm thinking to myself, there's I don't know, there's probably $30,000 there.
Yeah, there's probably a bit more, but yes.
A bit more? Okay.
I believe like 10% of my gross income, we actually have put into an account. So 10% of every dollar that I earn, I follow the same protocol as Coca-Cola. Everyone in the world knows who Coca-Cola is. But Coca-Cola are still, to this day, use 10% of their gross turnover for advertising. Now, why do they do that? Because they want to be number one. They want to keep being number one. And the way they do it is to keep their word Coca-Cola in front of mind all the time. If they stop doing that, Pepsi might take over, or another soft drink might take over. That's the reason they do it. And I think, well, if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. So we actually take 10% of my gross, put it into an account, and that is how I then obviously pay for quarter market reviews, the calls, and the chocolates. The chocolates, I won't go into all the numbers, but when you write, 2 to 2.5 million in GCI, obviously you can imagine what I have to take out, but I get to use all that. And that's any of my promotions and advertising is taken out of that 10% account.
Okay. Now, Sonia, apart from the calls that Concierge does, which is the calls 4 times a year, is it? They do the calls? Do you do calls yourself?
Yeah. So what we do is I can't do the volume I do. I only have one person that works with me. That's Mitchell. So we do everything, him and I together. So I don't have the time to be doing all these calls. I couldn't get it all done. And I know I wouldn't do it. I'm being very honest. And I'm pretty sure everyone in Real Estate Gym, if they are truly honest, will not be able to tell you that they all do the calls, because I think we all can understand it's impossible if you're doing volume. So that's where I outsource them. But when I get the leads, so I get each day I get an update of who they spoke to, what they spoke about, and a note. And those are the ones I then action. If anyone has said to me, I'm going to be coming on the market in the next 12 months, I have a pipeline list that I carry around with me. And I have them segregated between 3, 6, and 12 months. So those 3 and 6 months, I do the calling of those. And anything up 12 months, Mitchell will do the calls on those. And that's our normal weekly routine. But the quarter market reviews and also the quarter calls, that gets fed in and they get put into my pipeline. And then I decipher which one I'm going to call and follow up and touch. I call them my kiss and cuddle calls, and the ones that Mitch will be doing.
Okay. What does a kiss and cuddle call sound like?
Oh, hi, Tom. It's Sonia from Ray White. Just checking in, seeing how you were. I noticed you mentioned that you were getting that new car in January. Just want to know, did you end up getting that car? Or it could be. I know that you were, planning on having your baby. How old's the baby now? I have notes that I can read off as well. Or we might talk about animals, or we might talk about, look, the husband did lose his job. Is there anything I can do to support you through that? Could I arrange the handyman to come around and do, some touch-ups? And when are we looking at putting it on the market?
So, can I ask you, how do you remember that they were buying a new car?
I can remember quite a lot of things. It's quite. People often ask me that I can tell you what I sold a house for 7 years ago and what people's names were.
Right.
like, I remember your wife's name and your children's names because you've told me, and it was important to you, Tom, so it's important to me. And that's is when I then, you know, talk about with clients. So I do have notes. We'll use my desktop, and I do make a note that, you know, Fred and Frida from 10 Brown Street in Bridgman Downs, their child was getting married in September. I'll make a note of that. And then when I call them, I'll go, how did the wedding go? Great, can you know, and they'll just love to tell me because I asked something that was specific to them. It wasn't just oh my gosh, I'm a real estate agent, I'm going to ask the same scripted calls. It's very real. And people can, you know, people are very smart and they know if you're being real and you're being insensitive, or if you really are caring about what they're doing. The thing is, you know, we get 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. And we've got to not talk as much and listen, because they will tell you what you want to hear. They will tell you everything. You've just got to make a note. So we have it in my desktop. When I get off the phone, I just type a quick note out and then I remember. So the next quarter when they go to call, concierge reads my notes as well, and they are trained. They know how highly touched my database is. So they totally understand that I want them to read the notes and then ask those questions as well. And then any action items they send through to me, and then I action them immediately.
Okay. You feel comfortable having other people speak to those your database?
It's given you a test drive of Real Estate Gym. Let me tell you, if you're a subscriber and a member of the gym, you'll be getting videos from our co-coaches all the time. You'll be getting mentors, you'll be getting scripts, you'll be getting dialogues, you'll be getting templates, and most importantly, My Prospector, your personal accountability system to make more calls, get more appointments, get more listings. From around $10 per week, realestategym.com.au, your personal coach.